What have we got planned?
We're going to be transforming the gallery space into part outdoor training centre, part resource library, part artist studio. We first worked together in 2014 when I did a residency at Airspace Gallery with Vulpus.
And that was interesting because I think we were working through ideas of social gatherings. I think there's definitely been some resonance in there for our collaboration. I guess that's what started our conversation.
It's also what opened up some of the talks that we had, which kind of made us realise we had a few shared concerns.
Yeah, and I think that's when those conversations we were having about the possibilities of finding food naturally in the environment, and
the implications of that, what it means in a wider context, how those kind of skills and that kind of knowledge can be a form of empowerment, and can have quite serious implications, both when you think of it as knowledge which we possess and knowledge which we've, on the other hand, which we've lost a lot of. Yeah, I think it's really good to have space and time to really work through some of these ideas and some of these processes.
And a chance to test and experiment and redo and all of that. I mean,
and make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, well, you don't often get that time, do you? No. And obviously with the support of the organisation behind us, site.
Yeah, and the environment that they're providing is also really good for this kind of project where we're trying to bridge that thing between research that we're doing kind of on the ground outside, research that can be done in the gallery, and then the interaction that the public are going to have with the project. So give us a space for that.
Well, it's a chance to live and breathe the work, I think, and see the effect that it has on the people who are watching us do it.
I think there's also something important about the process of the artist process being exposed in a way that people don't normally have access to, and that's beneficial for us in the way that we work, but also potentially for the people who are experiencing the project.
Yeah, sure. In both settings as well, because we can have that engagement out here, but also then within the gallery space, and play around with those two different environments.
Yeah.
And what effect it has on us, and the effect that it has on the work as well.
Yeah.
And so, in terms of how we would exist in this sort of environment at this time of year, it's winter and everything's looking like it's dying, but we know that there's food here.
Well, we've already seen some mushrooms, brambles, which are a good survival food.
You can cook this, but this can also be cut into salads and stuff. And
I guess this is an example of the kinds of things that we're trying to learn, the kinds of knowledge.
So we'll be looking to bring this information into the gallery in terms of workshopping or getting people out here and doing some on-site stuff too.
I think one of the ways that our collaboration works is that we can use and challenge each other's knowledge, and that because we have some quite kind of core shared interests, but we also have different areas of research, different kind of aspects to our ideologies, there's a useful conversation that comes through.
And we do that a lot, I think. I think we're aware of each other's skill sets, but we use conversation quite intensively in a way. We talk things through quite a lot. It becomes part of the testing process, or our testing processes, and it really shapes and changes our activities, I think, those conversations.
During our time at the residency, we're going to be learning about survival skills and basic living processes.
So maybe looking at some unpicking of received wisdom and contemporary knowledge, relearning old skills that have maybe been forgotten over the course of the last however many thousand years. It might be quite hackneyed to talk about the post-apocalypse, but it's something that's in people's thinking. You know, there's lots of talk about what happens if the world breaks, and how capable are we as individuals to survive and operate effectively in that situation. So, you know, the project sort of explores that a little bit.
So plant stuff, we already have a bit of knowledge with that, and so um, we'll be using that, but more in terms of workshops, and maybe we will be working with some experts.
And
But
fire's crucial, so
fire's really important.
making fire from scratch without lighters and, you know,
Yeah.
without artificial ignitions, bow drills,
Bow
that
drill
sort of
method,
thing.
and that's something that we'll be doing be outside a lot for, I guess. Also, maybe a bit more reading around what we started to find out about the impact that fire had on humans, not just in terms of warmth, but in terms of
Speeding the day up.
time.
Yeah.
The time that it takes to digest cooked food is a lot less than raw food, and then that brings us into this thing about time and labour and work.
I think something that's really important is the medicinal side of
Yeah,
things. You know,
as well as nutrition.
plants with medicinal benefits.
Yeah, and shelter building, obviously.
Obviously,
I mean, we talked about looking at that historically as well. Shelters from like prehistoric shelters to modern tents, kind of thing, all kinds of temporary shelters. I'm really looking forward to starting the residency, to getting into the space, seeing what we make, seeing what we do, just starting to do some of these activities.
lots to do between now and then, I think, but you know, lots more information to find out and stuff. So I'm sure the next 6 months are going to go really quickly. But yeah, I can't wait to get started.